Good morning, everyone. This is just a briefing for when I get ready to do my video today when I get home from work. This is not for everybody. It might be for everybody if I think it turns out good, but I'm thinking that it's not going to be for everybody because this car makes a lot of noise and the video is just so shaky and loud. It's bad on your eyes, bad on your ears, and everything. So this is just a reminder to me of how the dreams went. I had a dream yesterday when I came home from work and I was on my break, and I went to sleep for a little while, and it looked like not long before I got ready to wake up, I had a dream suddenly that I was yet again in a building somewhere. It was not a house, it was a building. And it was a building with all these like glass windows, like big glass windows and big glass doors. Thick layers of glass, but still it was like thick. And in that dream, it was like people inside. There were like different compartments of the building. You know, some buildings had long hallways that the hallways would just connect you to, you know, they was like kind of like hallways / rooms at the same time. Like, you know, like big open spaces where you can just, you know, you can walk around in that open space, or you can go through a glass door and you can be in another little room, in another little big open space that had different like rooms and like bathrooms. And I don't mean rooms like bedrooms, I mean like maybe like offices. And so I noticed that in those offices, you know, you had people that were behind the glass, on the other side of glass doors that were locked. And then you had people in the open spaces. And I noticed that everybody was just waiting for whatever that was going to happen. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were all thinking that people are getting ready to start turning, but we don't know who's going to start turning. So the people on the other side of the glass doors, they could see out just like we could see in. And so there was like little families, like there was like a few people on the inside of the glass doors, you know, on the other side of the glass doors where we could see inside, and they were looking out. The doors were locked because they didn't want us to come in, but they didn't want them to come out, because like I said, everybody was afraid. It was like we knew that people are getting ready to start turning into zombies or something just that was just not godly. And so people on the other side of the glass doors that we could see in, they were keeping us out. And they were trying to protect their families. They were preparing to protect their families should anybody start turning and trying to bust in to get on the other side where they were. And I guess on the outside we're feeling that same way about them. But everybody was just waiting. Everybody was just waiting. I seen this one black man. He looked like he was a maintenance guy or something. He had on his uniform and everything. And he was just sitting in front of like this bathroom door, sitting in front of this bathroom, and he was just I guess just everybody's just the wait is a long wait, like you're waiting, and I guess he was getting sleepy, so he just and bored, so he just found him a little spot, and he just was just laying down there, just laying with his legs out, straight out, and he was dozing off and on, dozing off and on. And then there was a family, I think it was like a mom and a dad, a white family, a mom and their dad, and a little girl. They was sitting out in front of the room that they were in, or the office that they were in, and they were just like, the mom and dad was just keeping an eye out on the people walking around outside on the other side of on the other side of the glass doors, and they were keeping an eye on people on the inside. Like I felt like they felt like they were safe from us, and and I felt like, I know I had a feeling, I was wondering why I felt like I should be in there with them, but nobody knows who's going to turn and nobody knows who's not going to turn. But I guess it was just safer to just keep it divided, just in case. So, if anybody turned on the inside, they wouldn't have a whole lot to have to, they wouldn't be as outnumbered as they would with people on their side of the glass door, along with the people on our side of the glass door. So everybody was just walking around waiting. For some reason, you couldn't get out of the building. And then I woke up from that dream. Well, last night, should I say this morning, right before I woke up. Okay, I got up at about, it was like 3:25 a.m. I got up to use the bathroom. And then I got back in the bed. Bye, baby. It's my husband. I'm on my way to work. He's on his way home. And he comes to work later. Anyway, so I went back to bed after I used the bathroom. And then I started dreaming. And all of a sudden, it looked like right before it was time for me to wake up, I dreamt that me, my husband, my daughter, and my son, we were all living in this apartment building. And it looked like it was like one of them apartment buildings, like one of those newer buildings where, it's like the whole community, they have the ping pong tables downstairs, you can go swimming, you can play tic-tac-toe, you can, they got all these games, where if you get bored, you can just go downstairs and join in the fun. You don't even have to leave. It was one of those kind of apartment buildings. And so I was saying to my husband that I needed some gas. So I needed to go real quick and put some gas in the car, and it was something I was going to get. I was going to need to go buy something real quick. I don't know because I had a headache, and I think I was maybe saying I need to go get me some Tylenol or something at the store, and I need to put some gas in the car. So my son was like, "Mom, you ain't even got to." He was like, "You ain't even got to drive. I can drive my car because there's some stuff I need to do too right quick." And I'm like, all right. So my daughter, she was in her room and she was asleep. And then my husband, I don't know, somehow, for some reason, he was asleep in the hallway. It was crazy. I don't know why that was like that, but he was asleep. He wanted to lay down in the hallway. When I told him that we were getting ready to run this errand right quick, he was like, all right, then I'll be here when you get back. And so, as soon as my son and I walked out the door, out of our apartment, and start heading downstairs through the community so that we could go to our little car. All of a sudden, I mean, there was people everywhere. The people in the community, like they was down there playing games. Like it was a lot of people down there. Like everybody from there, like almost everybody in the apartment building, all the younger people in the apartment building came downstairs. They was all like, some of them was over there at the bar drinking. You know, some was playing games. Some were just sitting around talking and socializing, and it was just like that. And when we were on our way passing through, all of a sudden we heard this alarming sound. It was like, I can't make that horn sound, but I'm trying to make it. Anywho, so when we heard that sound, it was an alarm, and then all of a sudden it became like eerie and scary. And so then people started singing, and I was included. Everybody that was downstairs started singing this song, and it sounded like this. The great day of God's judgment is here. Oh, that great day of God's judgment is here. And that was so scary because everybody was singing it, and I could tell that everybody singing it finally realized that not only is God real, not only had he been sending warnings and messages for people to wake up and surrender their lives unto him before it's too late, they also realized that they were on the brink of facing God's judgment. They were on the brink of facing God one-on-one, and everybody was just, it looked like, instead of people trying to how can I say this, Lord? Instead of people, you know, just like, okay, Lord, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Nobody was saying that. It was like people were thinking that it's over for them now. So now let's just go ahead and party like it's 1999. Okay? Some of them were partying. Some of them were just trying to drink the fear away. Some of them were just, you know, I can't even describe it. It sounds like they might have been having fun, but they were not having fun at all. People were scared. People, it was like they knew that they were in trouble. They knew they were in trouble with the Lord. Everybody knew that we were in trouble with the Lord. And then I remember I was like trying to call my husband, and I couldn't find my cell phone to call my husband. And then somehow me and my son ended up getting separated. And I'm like, dang, where's my son? And there's all these people. And then finally I got to see my son, and I was like, come on. I was like, come here, Daryl. I was like, you know what? Because we couldn't get out of the building. We couldn't manage to get out of the building. And I was like, you know what? We need to go upstairs and try to, I said, while the water is running, we need to go upstairs and get all the containers that we can find and fill them up with water. And I said, and don't tell anybody that that's what we're going to do, because we don't want people knowing that we have water, because obviously this is not something that they're thinking about right away. And it won't be long before they come trying to tear down our doors, trying to take our stuff to survive. And so I kept trying to make my way upstairs, and it looked like the steps were just turning into these other kind of steps. They turned into stairs that were tied onto ropes, so you had to try to climb up the steps without falling. And then I'm like trying to call my husband. I'm like, where's my phone at? Where's my phone at? And this lady came to me, and she was like, I was trying to call your phone. I kept calling it. And she said, and some lady kept answering the phone, and she kept saying that she was on the bridge. She's on the bridge. So she said, I hung up the first time, and then I called back to call your phone back. And it was the same lady. She kept answering and kept going to a lady that kept saying, I'm on the bridge. I'm on the bridge. I've got this phone, and I'm on the bridge. And then I was just like, oh my goodness. So I can't even call my husband and let him know that what is going on, because I'm trying to get back up to my husband so that me and my son can get back with my daughter and my husband. And then I don't know, maybe we just take our little water and do what we can do to try to get out of that building so we can get to the car and get away and try to find some place safe to be. But I never could. I didn't have my phone. And trying to get up them steps that were on ropes, each step was a wobbly step. It was just crazy. And then I remember I just looked down and everybody was still singing that song. Oh, that great day of God's judgment is here. Oh my goodness. And it did not have any music to go to accompany it. It was just people just singing it. Like when people are in it's almost like the people that the 144,000 in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, if I'm not mistaken, the 144,000. Either the 144,000 or I think it is 144,000 where they learn a song that nobody else can learn. They're the only ones that know that song. Nobody else can learn that song. And it was crazy because down here on earth, everybody knew that we all knew this song. Oh, that great day of God's judgment is here. So in heaven, they singing a song that they can only sing. They only know the words to. And down here on earth, we were singing a song that we only knew. And that was a scary song to sing. And then all of a sudden, it just started hitting me more. Like I can't call my husband. I can't seem to get upstairs. And I'm struggling trying to get up these steps. And I just said, oh, God, oh my goodness. I said, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. I said, oh, Jesus. And then I woke up. Y'all, this is not a game. You do not want to be here to suffer through the trials, to the tribulation period. You do not want to be here. Give your life to Christ now before it's too late. Till next time. Shalom.